This is
Yeah, what's up with it? Do it cause I love it and I stuck with it. We ain't with the subbing in the cut with it. Please none of the talks, I heard enough of it. Like, what you gonna do? Where you at? Who you with? You ain't really about this, don't talk about it. Really on the move, on the map, never slip. Keep your hands to your lips, don't talk about it. Real eyes, real lies all the time. Stand on it, if we said it, we don't walk around it. Loose lips, ain't shifts, red cup, blue strips, new phone, who this? No, we don't allow it. Really on go, I don't know what's an off day. Now we on road, came from smoking in the hallway. Now we got shows, boys feeling like Broadway. Always look both ways, even on a crossway. Driving down Cross Bay, out town Barclays. Really on big things, came up a small way. Championship rings, baby, that's a ball game. Oh, she want a little bag, baby, that's small change. Yeah, that money talk. If we ain't cool, then cut me off. No breaking news, don't run your mouth. Thought it was the plug, now he running off. Thought it was a plug, now he running off. What you gonna do? Where you at? Who you with? You ain't really about this, don't talk about it. Really on the move, on the map, never slip. Keep your hands to your lips, don't talk about it. Real eyes, real lies all the time. Stand on it, if we said it, we don't walk around it. Loose lips, ain't shifts, red cup, blue strips, new phone, who this? No, we don't allow it. Whoa. Don't do that, we the best coming out of BK, I thought you knew that. Step up in the function, all these women like who that. Got me looking like money, yeah, they love me, yeah, true that. Big racks, new bag, new swag, we ain't cutting no.
Yeah, I'm still just bopping. I'm loving that. How you doing, everybody? Ladies, we in
that
the
is a
house.
live beat, I'll tell you that much.
Who that, Daz? Who that?
Shonda Lulu, welcome.
That's what's up. Welcome to another week of Black Girls in Web3. We love it, and love you. We are here to make it happen together. My name is Miss Ruby, also known as the Crypto Queen of Harlem. I'm here with my girls doing our thing. We got Salty Coffee in the house.
Peace.
I am here with my amazing sister, Dazzle D, up in here.
Hey, Dad. Pleasure to meet you.
And we got it going on tonight because we got one of the original Black Girls Do Crypto in the house, Miss KareBuilder.
I am so glad KareBuilder, kindness, affluent, reach and everyone builder, that is so tight with this collective as we do our thing, bring it real, keep it real with, expanding our knowledge and growth to the masses and bringing something that won't slide from under their feet, but that will help them to stand and stand strong.
Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. So becoming more active in the world of not just finance, but building not just business, but life with each other. Ladies, we are here to do it. I keep telling everybody, we're not about to talk, we're about to walk, and we're about to go build some things because we've been working for some time. Let's go. So Miss Karen, how you doing, baby?
Let me tell you, I am busy, but good and excited and in the expectation of so many wonderful things manifesting.
Yes.
And all of us being a part of it and just living our best blessed selves.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. Welcome and hello to everyone coming in. Y'all keep coming in. We want y'all to love, subscribe, and be up in here on a regular because we're gonna be chopping it up and creating some stuff together because all this is about mindset. And we know that y'all know what we're talking about. You got some love in the house, Miss Karen. All right. So want to make sure we recap the week. Want to bring this around and then we're going to go into talking with Miss Karen because we got some questions for you, sister. You ready to answer?
I am ready, honey. And you know what? To me, you sound a little low. So I don't know if that's just me or not.
Am I low, ladies? Is it the sound? Oh, I hope not.
I don't know. I have my volume. Can you hear me, Karen? Well,
I can hear you, but you're just low, and my volume is. Let me see. My volume's all the way up.
We're gonna work on it.
I got it. My one setting for the media was not up.
Ah, got you.
Good now.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta do this tech, y'all.
Yes.
So with that, last week we had a little discussion. We wanted to bring out some things that was going on. And I think you got something to say about this too, Miss Karen. You got in on this. So Last week we had an amazing event. I'll let Miss Miss Salty Coffee explain it. Y'all, please forgive me. I'm going through retrograde here. So
Believe me, I get
doing
it.
this. Let's get it popping. What happened last week, Miss Salty Coffee? What happened?
So last week, Salty Coffee had its fifth annual poetry contest, which Miss Karen Briggs, the KareBuilder, is a participant of the contest. So in order for you to vote for her poem, or if you haven't seen the episode, please visit www.saltycoffeepodcast.com. And her People and Purpose poem was amazing, is amazing. Not was, is amazing. So please make sure that you visit the website so that you can listen to her poem and vote for Miss Karen Briggs, also known as KareBuilder. It was amazing. It was a great show. So the voting will continue until April 12th, and then the winner will be announced on April 14th on Sunday, on the Self Care Sunday with Salty Coffee through the Stereo app.
Now, is this a free event?
You
It's
guys
free.
sound a little techie, echoey techie.
It's unfortunately it's going to happen because we are dealing with a lot of and I'll just let you guys know I'm in New York, guys. For those who might be a little concerned, I'm in New York. We're okay. We are having some technical difficulties out here. So if it's a little crackling up, myself and Miss Wanda are in the New York area.
Okay,
So
you're better now. Oh, you're much
yeah,
better.
it's
Okay.
happening. We have a little intermittent issues with our technology, but we're gonna
Okay.
make it happen. Ain't nothing gonna stop
Yes.
us. Yeah.
Oh,
You know what
yes.
I'm saying?
That's
That's
right.
what I'm talking about. My
Mhm.
loves, I want to make sure that you all know that we are good here in New York, but we are here to talk about what's going down. And I put it up. The Salty Coffee podcast is down there. We want you guys to go there and vote. Miss Karen is one of those art pieces that are up there. I call them art pieces because it's
Yes.
artistry in word. And
Yes.
you all
Yes.
got to get out there and listen to what these people are writing. It's amazing. And it's audio, isn't it? Miss Wanda, it's audio.
Yes, it is. It's audio. And you know me, I had to do a little video thing for YouTube. So it's like a little sound wave thing. But
Oh,
Karen does a great thing on her social media, but I'll let her talk about that later. But yeah, it's on audio.
All right. So I wanted to make sure that we also get an idea of what we're seeing. Miss Karen, where are you?
I am in California at my thrift store, my family nice thrift store, Krazy Bargains. And we sell we first of all, the community and the people. Oh, I gotta plug my phone in. I forgot I unplugged it because I had to move away. Just one second. The community, and not just the local community here
Mhm,
that is like within arms and walking and probably like 10 miles driving distance,
mhm,
but
mhm.
even the outreach community, like local participating cities, know that we are here for them. And so it's a powerful
Mm,
experience, and I'm thankful that we are here and that people, they can sense our purpose here,
that's right.
and they really they resonate with us and show us love, little love offerings, and paying beyond what they have to pay, and just really are showing how the impact that we're having on them.
It's all because of who you are. You know that. You
Yes.
have always been, and I want to share a little bit about how I got to know Miss Karen. Miss Karen started out a little bit after we started P2G, Pennies to Gold, the network. And of course, she was a part of Black Girls Do Crypto. I told y'all she's one of the originals. That's what I'm talking about. People who
That's
put this
right.
idea together that women could come together and support each other through not just hard times, but through our ambitions and the things that we were wanting to create. And
Most deaf.
absolutely amazed by what all the different businesses, ideas, programs that sparked from being a part of P2G early days and putting our Black Girls Do Crypto.
Yeah.
Have folks that are on here, on stereo, in the world, still creating, all
Yes.
coming out of community from P2G. And
That's
I'm
real.
so excited. I'm like, this, and it's more room, y'all. There's more room.
Yes. Yes. And let me tell you, just to piggyback off of that, every day I'm thankful. I thank God for my P2G family and for you and Brother Al and y'all stepping. I remember when you stepped up and this was created. I remember you walking through a park in Harlem. I didn't know who this woman was, but I knew I heard what you were saying
Mhm.
and I vibe with you on that. And I'm so glad I did. Most
I
definitely.
I'm telling, and I'm so glad I did as well that day, because if I hadn't, Miss Karen wouldn't have either, because we're gonna tell your secrets today. So in P2G, people are not aware, it's pennies to gold. What that means is that no matter where you start, we start with pennies, and I mean literally pennies, teaching digital financial literacy, showing people different ways to create income. Now, it is interesting because it is that journey that we got this entire show and everyone you see in it.
Mhm. Mhm.
We decided to make our platform a each one teach one, and
Yes.
not just to talk about it. We actually got up every week. First, it started out 1 or 2 times a week, and then it ended up being 5 days a week. I started working it like a job and better than some, but
Mm.
it couldn't just be me. So I had some women and some men who decided that what they were learning from myself and my partners, they wanted to take it on. And one of those people who set out a goal to challenge herself was Miss Karen. One of the biggest reasons you're the first person on the show here as a guest is that in itself. You embody, and you completely embody what it is that our idea of the ideal person to teach and share and build in the world with is.
Oh,
And we
bless you. I
thank you.
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
We
Yes,
thank you.
you are
She
more than
stepped up.
welcome.
She went from a student to a teacher, y'all. Miss Karen was teaching classes in
Yeah.
crypto.
Yeah.
Using
Yeah.
and she was like, "I don't know if I can do this, but I'll try." Like,
Yes.
and
Yes.
it came to an every week thing.
Yes. It
And then
did.
it were you a part of the boomers as well? Were you
I
teaching in
was.
the
I
boomers?
was.
And
I,
it went to crypto boomers, to a
mhm.
whole separate platform that we have as well. It should be back out by next year. But I'm excited because if I had not started this journey, I wouldn't have met a salty coffee. We wouldn't have had this amazing platform that helped us really become a web process and a podcast. Because trust me, I know what the heck I was doing. I didn't know. And when I asked God for help, I said, "Can you please send me people I can help with what they're doing? That whatever my skills you gave me here was, it'll help build them." And then I met Daz. Actually, I met Dennis, by the way, who's on next week. And then Dennis couldn't stop talking about Dazzle. And then I was like, I want to meet Dazzle. You know what I'm saying? And after that, Daz was like, I'm down with that. And she told us all about what she's up to. And it just seems like all of this comes together. We all have the same thing in mind for our women and for our
Mhm.
families.
Oh yeah.
You know, we come together on more than the fact that we're mothers and women, and we come together as sisters,
Most
planetary
definitely.
sisters, every one of us. And by the way, Black girls in Web3 means all girls in Web3. So don't get it twisted. Don't matter what you look like. It just means that everybody under the rainbow.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
with that,
Exactly.
I can't wait to jump in because we got some questions. Daz, Salty Coffee, what you want to do? Who want to go first?
I'll go first. I'll go first. My question is, what would you say is the key to balancing business and home life?
Ooh. You know what? Um, I would say, and I have to listen. I have to listen to myself. Okay, so I would say pay attention to your body, and most importantly, pay attention to just your surroundings at home. Um, which we do that anyway. So, but in doing so, it helps you to be the decisions that have to be made for home and business. It helps you to that helps you to balance it out. So you want like I do. I was just telling my daughter right before I got on the show, I was on the phone with my 18-year-old. And she was asking me how my day was. And I told her, I said, you know what? It's busy, but it's good. And she goes, I said, but it is really good. And so, and I told her, there's two things that I want to get accomplished today. I want to finish up. I'm writing a book with my grams. And so I'm working on the book cover. And I'm learning a new real estate thing. So I said, I want to get these two things done. And so when she heard me say that, it let her know that, okay, mom has set some boundaries. You know, mom's letting me know I've got two things that I want to get done, and I'm going to stop there. And then from there, you know, we can I can move on to other things. But I'm glad that I had that conversation before I came on here, because this is how we do it. We are involved with our families, so we keep them in mind, and we let them know, you know, I'm available here at this time, or you got time now to sit down and talk and maybe grab a bite to eat, because all of these facets of life are important to us. And hello there, good to see you today. Thank you. And so, and it does take balance. And sometimes I know I do more than sometimes. Like last night, the night before that, yesterday, I was up all day, and the night before, my family was like, okay, you're going to eat and get some rest. And at 7 o'clock, I was shut down. I had to get some rest. And sometimes I will do
Right
that.
now.
Yes. But that for me, that's the key, is keeping everybody involved and open to you. I think that's the key. And then even like balancing out schedules when when you have doctor visits, dentist, whatever, the communication is key. It is really key. And a good and a calendar.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And thank you for that. That you just totally threw something
Oh,
at me. I'm like, thank you. I can start talking to the family a certain way, y'all. That
yes,
sounds
yes.
effective.
It's so important. Yes, it's so important, because we want things to function. We want them to function. We want things to work out the way that we get an idea for them to, or the way that taking that time out to sit down and say, well, this has to be at this time on this day. And it opens up your calendar, and it gives you more, it makes you more clear on what time you have available, or, you don't have available.
I've always thought that the way you work. Now, mind you, we are in a 3-hour difference in time. And, I talk with Miss Karen as often. Well, I try not to. It's weird. So I'm kind of always bouncing around trying to figure out when, because my aunt also lives in Nevada. That's another 3-hour. So I'm always trying to remember my people who are in those different time frames,
Right.
especially
I
the
get it.
3 hours.
Yes.
So it's in it, and I'm like, "Are you still awake?" I'm checking What are you doing up? Did you get sleep? And then I realized she is 3 hours earlier than me.
Hmm.
I have
Hmm.
been up all day. She has not. She
And
has
I'd be
been
concerned
getting her
about her.
rest. Yes. And she worried about me. And I have to let her know. So, and this is a thing about us as people and women and caregivers. We're always concerned with each other's health.
Yes. Yes.
That's a real thing as
Yes.
people, and and it makes me feel good because I know that someone cares. Y'all may be like, what you doing? What you doing up? And that tells me, I'm like, God, thank you. I'm on somebody's mind, and
Yes.
somebody's on mine,
That part. That part.
somebody's on mine.
That's right.
Love it. God, Kaz, I know you got another question. I'm sorry, but Karen always blows me away. I love it.
Thank
Go ahead,
you.
baby.
Thank you.
My next question is, if you could give a word of advice to those watching, what would it be?
Oh, love who you are, and keep that creativity that you were given. Keep that talent that maybe you don't even really know you have, or maybe you know that it's there, but have been too hesitant to step out on it. Keep these things alive in you, and love yourself enough to be able to say no when you should, and your yes, let it be your yes. That's what I would say.
Right. Mm, okay. Jeez. Karen, and I watch your show. I don't know how many of y'all know she has a morning podcast she does, which helps people to balance themselves and stretch and breathe. And I can't say I catch it all the time, but I love that I'm surrounded. It's like God surrounded me with sisters that are like, okay, it's that time of my life. I got to take me. And it reminds me to do that. You know, we are sisters on this planet, and we are grouped together and linked
Yes.
together for a purpose. And
Yes.
so I have had some mornings, I was brave enough to actually get on camera. I was like, I couldn't believe it. She's like,
Yes.
come on,
Yes.
camera. I was like, oh my God, is she actually telling me to get on? And I'm stretching and I feel
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
And I'm like, and I'm ready to go the whole day after that. Now,
Yes.
once again, let me remind y'all, Karen and I do not share the same time frame. We are 3 hours over each other.
That's right.
So I'm about 11 o'clock at her 7, y'all. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So
Yes.
I have to be mindful. And I'm just grateful that I get to experience this through people that I follow and
Hmm.
that are doing great things and are sharing themselves and who they are. We don't all have the same things to offer. We have the
Yeah.
complement of each other.
Yes.
I
Yes.
got you, D. I got you, D. All right. So she needs a moment. I'm gonna get her back in.
Okay.
All right. But and it happens. I told y'all all this tech stuff. Y'all
Yes.
know it's all tech stuff, y'all. Don't worry about it. We got this though. And thank you, D. I appreciate you asking that question. Look, I told him be simple. Keep it simple. Because ain't
You-
no simple answers. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all.
Right. Right.
There's
Right.
no simple answers. Miss Salty Coffee, you want to throw out your questions right now? Pull them up, pull them up. Y'all know this gonna get interesting.
I do, because I watch Karen stretch when she does her morning stretch, and she also does some reading. And with that said, Karen,
Mhm.
my question to you and everyone else who's listening, because hopefully people are listening to this, and I
Yes.
want them to answer the question on their own and their own time. But have you, knowing that you have a business and knowing what you know now about cryptocurrency, do
Mhm.
you have an appointed legacy contact?
Oh, you know what? Yes, I do, but it's not. Well, it is written down,
You
but it's not
don't
like
have to answer who
official.
it is.
It's not official. It's written down, but it's not official. That's why it is good, yeah, to get your trust and your all that set up, because you do want to because that is an asset, and you want to have your assets in place. You definitely want to have your assets in place.
And I'm glad that you answered it, by letting us know that that's something that you're working on. So we want you to take some time, as just as you have the conversations with your children and your family, to please ensure to have that conversation this week. Only because, and if you need help on how to do it, where to start, you can always reach out to Ms. Ruby, because
Yes.
if we don't know how to do it right now for you in California, we'll definitely be able to help you. I think it's so important. I've, in the past couple of weeks, I've experienced people who have done that with their families. And although we do have like beneficiaries and stuff like that on our documents or our bank accounts or anything like that, that's still not enough in some states and in some cases.
Ah,
And I
But
want I
yeah.
want you to give a little more in depth about what the legacy what is it?
So a legacy
Legacy.
contact is
Yeah.
someone appointed to look after any accounts or your accounts.
mm,
So for everything that you have, make sure that you ask, or anything that you apply for, make sure, even if it's social media, your Facebook
mm.
pages, your websites, your anything that you have, ask, is there a legacy contact form that I can fill out to have this person give access? Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
Um,
I'm sorry. Does this mean like all you're mentioning? So what I'm hearing is any platform basically that you're on,
any
you want to make sure
correct.
that okay, that's
so
good.
Yes.
And
I can give an example.
okay,
I think you all remember about a year and a half ago, we had a young man who was building with us in about 2021. And it was a phenomenal time. We actually traveled and built in different states, and we were working on different projects that actually are still in the wings. Thank you, God. He was a true blessing to not just my business, but multiple businesses. His name was Corey. And Corey had an entire website that
Yeah.
helped to build other people's websites.
Hmm.
And it basically gave businesses that didn't have a website a place to do business. He promoted them, and he was phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
He
Yes.
became a huge partnership to P2G. He was
Yes, he
also a
did.
huge champion for what we do
Hmm.
and helped me to really put things in perspective. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a tech, but I ain't every tech. you know, and
Yeah.
we have to value what each person brings. We unfortunately only had Corey in our lives for a year before
Yeah.
Corey passed away to COVID.
Yes.
During that time, Corey's entire website, his entire web business, everything to do with his online entity got shut down. There was no one, including
Oh.
his fiance, who
Oh
I spoke to
my
keep it
goodness.
going, to keep it going, and to manage his accounts. His family was
Oh
not
my.
a part of his business. And
Right.
he was a caregiver. Now, this is the thing. He
Yeah.
was the caregiver for his father, his elder father, and his handicapped brother.
I remember that.
And so I would never, this is something that we are not when we've come and went looking for trusts and all kinds of things to bring to P2G to start offering as, our classes. We do this on Saturday in status correction. We teach these things and break it down for those who are interested in learning about these things. How to preserve your legacy past you.
Yes.
We're not just here to try to show you how to make money, but we want you to keep it in your generational wealth is that you impart how this works for those behind you. You
Yeah.
assign someone to continue your legacy.
Mhm.
And believe it or not, you may think that this is something we're doing. These things are built into all of these new accounts. You can actually assign people to take over your Facebook, your Twitter, your Google accounts can have and I love it. You put a name in it. I've had actual crypto accounts that had an assignment of who it is that gets my account if something happens to me. And I had to set that up.
Yes.
If you haven't seen or heard of anything like this, your bank account has an ability to do that. We here to show y'all what you can possibly do to protect yourself and your family going forward. But it's one conversation at a time. And I'm so glad that we're having it. Miss Karen, you got a lot of love. Oh, Lord, we done lost it. See, I'm telling y'all it's retrograde. But she'll be back in. She'll be back in. So this is something I'm really excited because it all falls in my wheelhouse. I love this because we do this. This is our part of our cyber safety, which is mandatory. If you're working in tech, you're working in IT, or you're working on in crypto, especially Web3, and you have no cyber safety, any kind of cyber safety training, not just cybersecurity, not just the technical stuff, but the practical stuff, how to use it, how to protect it, what to set up.
Right.
If you ain't doing that right now, you just waiting to lose all your money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't earn this to lose it. We're earning it. More people are scared to talk about how volatile it is. You know how volatile your lack of knowledge is?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
And not just with crypto. I'm talking about with everything.
Everything. That's right.
Yes, you are muted, girl. Go and unmute. We want to hear your voice. It's all right. Go ahead, baby.
No, that's the truth. Lack of knowledge is definitely costly.
Mm, so true.
And in
And like this
sometimes
conversation, like it has me thinking, like, yeah, you have us like pioneering for our families and putting this
That's right.
education, but like at the same time, like today, if something was to happen to me, no one would be able to access
earthquake.
lack of
Come
knowledge
on.
Let
from
me
the
Come
tell
on.
not being there, but for actual lack of knowledge, no one will be able to access my assets because they haven't applied the knowledge that I've been trying to share.
yes. And Ruby, I'm glad you brought that up as far
Mhm.
as, people passing on and then nobody. Do you know how many Facebook accounts I still see active and I know that that person's
And
gone?
pass it on. Thank you.
I know
Mhm.
that that person's gone,
And
you
they can
know?
if there was a family member that knew, they could actually go to Facebook and have, they don't have to even shut your site down. They can just kind of memorialize your page
Right.
so that people are not interacting as though you're still here.
Yes. Yes.
But
Right.
who knows about that? Who talks about that?
Nobody.
These
No.
are our identity. Do y'all know your these are your digital identities?
Mm.
This is a literal form of credit that you are building in the world going forward.
Yes.
This is why we tell you, don't get crazy on your Facebook. That's forever
Yes.
information. Okay?
Come on.
Don't get crazy on your on your private. Don't be doing stuff you want to regret, because believe
Yes.
it or not, that's your credit.
Hmm.
That's your social credit.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, by the way, did I tell you, say I say social credit? That's a real thing.
Yes, it is.
That's a real thing. You know, people, employers, because they don't know you like that, they will go looking at the places where you live
First
to
thing
get
they
info.
do.
Yeah. And it's not illegal. It's
Right.
public
Right.
because you made it public.
Yes. Yes.
So if this is our reality, we have to start looking at really creating the visual of us, and then being responsible with it.
Mhm.
Because I hate to tell you this, y'all will never hear. I had a young lady tell me, Miss Ruby, you guaranteed us. I said, you will never hear that. Go, please play all of that stuff back. Play. You can go back in my history. I tell everybody there are no guarantees to anything that I say.
Right.
I tell y'all to go
Right.
do your own homework. I don't sell anything. I sell my time. My time is very important.
Hmm.
My knowledge, my facts that I will give you that I took time to learn, that I sell.
Right.
But the stuff in it, you have to complete the process,
Yes.
because then it belongs to you. And that's something that I want everybody to understand. It's not, this is not learn at your own risk. Learn so you can stop the risk.
Hmm.
You stop the risk when you learn.
Exactly.
I'm just like,
Exactly.
so we have some things that are coming through too. So I know we have a question. I have one question. Juan, did you ask yourself
I
a
have
question?
another one,
Or
yeah.
go
And
ahead.
I'm glad
Go ahead.
that you answered it, because, and tied with that, I know Dazzle asked you, how do you balance, work? I want to ask you, for spring, do you usually use, and this is like a fun question, how do you use spring cleaning to declutter not only the physical stuff that we have around us, but how do you declutter your business, your mind from your personal life? Like, how do you do that to declutter? How do you end up doing your stretching for the day?
You
Do
know. Oh, go ahead, honey.
is that your form of decluttering so that you can continue to be organized and
Right.
have your
Yes. Okay. So I've noticed, especially this past year, that like when I would get home from work, I would go in my room and I would sit on my bed, take my shoes off or whatever. And sometimes I sit there 5 minutes and I just sit there. Sometimes I've been in there for 45 minutes. Just me in my room, I'm sitting on my bed, decompressing, decompartmentalizing, and just allowing myself that quiet time because I've been in the world with all these different things coming at me. And even though I prepare myself, which that's what I'm going to go into next, um, I still have to. I have that. This is part of what helps to keep me clear and what helps to keep me on a level where is no high blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? Where I can not just function, but really feel at peace and the quietness that I want. That's part of it. But my early morning shares. Now that sets the tone of my day. That allows me to envision. I'm always envisioning, but to envision and to set up the allowing that I want to see manifest in my life. So these early morning calls, these early morning vids, they are truly for aligning, um, for your sole purpose, and so that you can be clear and move on forward with that clarity and have this, it's joy, but have in its confidence and have this knowing and this love, self-love and love to give for for yourself and for others. It makes all the difference.
Thank you for that, because I needed to hear that. Because sometimes we see people on Facebook or social media, but we don't really know like what they're, we, unless you're in it, like with you, we
Right.
would, this is perfect explanation.
Thank
And
you.
now when I go in to see you in the mornings, it's with purpose and
Amen.
with a goal.
Beautiful. And
But
so
thank
it
you for.
is. And let me tell you now, I can't wait. I'm getting me one of them gears and we're gonna go on together, honey. But look, I be doing the arms.
She's talking about the Oculus in
Ah,
the metaverse.
yes, absolutely, yes.
I watched the whole thing. I say that's just the doing it. I love it.
Uh-huh,
I
uh-huh.
love it. I
You
love
got
it.
me
And
over
you
here
just
working out, Miss Karen.
keep it up, honey, because
Listen,
it is
I've
so
lost 30 pounds. For those of you who don't know, I've lost 30 pounds since October using the Oculus and working out in the metaverse.
beautiful.
Yes, and I'm
Beautiful.
looking forward to my 30 pounds because I switched over my membership from a gym to my Oculus. And I
Right.
save money.
That's right.
And
That's
I got a partner out here. You know what I'm saying? This virtual
yes.
stuff is for real though.
I
Come
love
on.
it. I love it. I
We
watch this
got
and watch them and I be getting into it. I sure
yes.
do.
What I'm talking about. I'm actually so and that's so interesting because now that brings us into our Web3 conversation. Yes, honey. Yes. What, Miss Karen, do you know about Web3?
Okay, so what I remember reading, I think I was at what's that website where you get the domains? What is that website, honey?
Unstoppable domains.
That's it. That's it. And I remember doing some reading, and
Yes.
how basically it is the new internet with blockchain technology.
Oh yeah. I'm glad you said that. Um, so it jumps right into the next question. How do you see it impacting your life? How do you currently and going forward? Because a lot of people think this is the future. Everybody keeps saying
Oh,
it's the future. I'm
oh
like,
no.
it's already happening, dude.
It's
You
oh yes.
fine.
Oh yes. Yeah, it's already happening. I mean, you know, you showed the videos with the Walmart and you walking through Walmart, you know, with so no, I planned on taking advantage of areas of it
Mhm.
where I can, where I see suitable for me, and utilizing what is there that I see that would work best for me in transactions, or you know, going to
Right.
these virtual stores. And it now in that way you know you don't have to go out shopping. You can just go on and go to the virtual store and get what you want. So I appreciate that about the Web3, and being able to just,
Mhm.
you know, be virtual in that sense.
So
And
you know, we have a lot. So like I told, I'm gonna tell you secrets. So Miss Karen actually took one of our first classes, and I was really proud of her because she jumped in. This woman has jumped in on almost all the stuff that we've done to challenge herself. And these were challenges to me because I had to learn this to teach it. I love technology, y'all, and whatever I learn, I build something, and then I go out and I try to teach people that course because I'm figured out something from y'all that I'm pretty good with helping people break stuff down, keep things to the simplest to help them do that. So when I learn fun stuff, I like to introduce it. She was one of our first uh, virtual apprentices. She was one of our first meta apprentices for P2G.
mhm,
We did a
mhm.
program a year ago and we sponsored 2 courses, 2 sessions. Miss Karen was in the second session and she built on a former platform. I mean, this platform was so beautiful. I wish they could have stayed, but they moved
Yeah,
to the next level. And so I was like, oh, I ain't there yet. We're not there yet. We still
right,
need to be at the beginners.
right.
And where we got left off is a place called Spatial.
Mhm.
Wonderfully, I can, I love this. You guys can probably find it on the website after today. You'll be able to go and see some of the sites that my students built. And one of those is the KareBuilder site, which is her store
Mhm.
in the metaverse. Karen succeeded at bringing her an active version of her store into the metaverse to showcase some of the items in her store. And it's still something that we're working on because we have a new platform called Spatial, and there's so many things available.
Oh,
She
yeah.
already knows I'm chasing her down. She's got to take pictures for me because I want to bring them in. I want to create a meta store for P2G, which also includes everyone. So if you do something, services, especially products, I want us trading our
Mhm.
stuff. We got to trade on P2G. We got to have our own community.
Yes.
And that is something that we've been really working on. But what I love is that, she jumped in as a business owner. This is rare, by the way. Business owners usually are so busy.
Mm.
She didn't stop working at her store to do this, by the way, y'all.
No.
She didn't close the store. For 8 weeks, she did not close the store to do this. And she
Mhm.
built her own store version in the metaverse
Mhm.
with real products. They're still there, by the way. I don't know if she still has them. She might have sold them. Let you know. All
No.
right.
Not to yes, I took it down. Mhm.
But it's okay. So what we will do is we will keep it
Yes.
going. And
Mhm.
what we're going to do is introduce more of Web3 to people because we now have, like she said, domain names.
Mhm.
Remember, we talked about your digital identity?
Oh, yeah.
Web3 is where that will exist, where that will be most active. Those digital identities help you access Web3. People are
Mhm.
wondering, what is Web3? Well, you on Web2 right now.
Yeah.
That's what we do. This is what Web2 do.
Right.
It talks to you back and forth. We're interactive, but we really can't touch and feel yet. Web3 allows us to enter a world that we build
Mhm.
with purposes that we build around, and it's already available. Miss Karen, she has a store in California. I like her store in California because I've actually, and I asked her to, and she did, and some other people asked her to, and she did. She did videos in her web 2
Mhm.
to show and walk around and show what she has in her store. So when I saw she had something that I could get for my husband, I ordered it and she sent it to me.
Yes. Yeah. Mhm.
My
Yes, it
business
worked out
owners,
beautifully.
and he loves it, by the way. My husband's a
I'm
big,
glad.
he loves fishing. I don't know nothing about no fishing. Okay. I just know that if she had a rod and a reel and he loved it was for his birthday and, and
Yes.
I was a winner. Hello.
Yes.
Okay. And I've never been to her shop. And I'm gonna share something with you. I haven't got to hug this woman yet because she's been amazing, an amazing friend. And there's a lot of women who've been a part of this journey that I haven't physically gotten to meet, but we know that we're not just gonna cross paths, we're gonna connect because
Oh,
we're gonna make a plan to come together.
yes. Yes.
We are
Definitely.
truly sisters here, every one of us. I'm looking forward to it. We got a lot going on. Speaking
Yes.
of which, this is the exact time we talking about. Ah, because Miss Daz got some things going down. Let's go. What's happening, Miss Daz? How we gonna come together? Talk to us.
So we have the annual Winners Tribe 420 experience coming up here April 18th to the 21st. We
Yep.
have the NFT Music Showcase April 19th. We have the Enhanced Elevated Experience April 20th. And you can find those tickets at royalmoneyevents.com and you can find the event that you want to attend in the menu.
I love it. Yep. And here we go. I'm gonna get to your proper banner so people can get to your website. You guys have got to check out the Winners Tribe website. I'm still blown away. I'm still trying to learn all I can. It's so interesting. These women, and I'm just saying, go to Salty Coffee's website. It's gonna blow you away. Go to Miss Dazzle's site. It's gonna blow you away. I'm not kidding. I'm like, you go to P2G and you're gonna find their sites and it's gonna blow you away. I'm not kidding because P2G is where we bring all of these resources to one space so that we can find one another. There's so many amazing people out here. People go, well, Miss Ruby, what do you offer? I offer everybody. Does that make sense? I offer all y'all. So if you're doing something, you need to come to P2G so you can be found and you can find out who else is there. It's a network, y'all, already built in with love. Already, ain't that great? We done built a web network, built in with love. Y'all don't see nothing else coming from these ladies. Miss Karen, talk to us about your most recent project. What are you up to?
Okay, so I mentioned them. Yes, what I'm working on now
Mm-hmm.
is finishing up my Graham book, Summertime with Graham,
Oh,
and I want that should be out by the end of this month. And I'm at my grandchildren, two of my grandchildren, my youngest two, are working on a book together. I've already got the written part out, just got to do the editing, and I've got the book cover right here on Canva. I'm working on, and so that's one, and then this real estate project that I'm getting involved in is another.
okay.
And yes, just learning how to flip, honey, learning how to flip.
I'm about to say, I'm leaning in, y'all. Y'all better listen. You learn how to flip. So,
Yeah.
okay, now that's a good question because is that something that you prefer to do as opposed to like being doing rentals for the long-term income? Would you prefer to
But
flip?
it's working out better with this slow flip program, that
Mhm,
service that you can get involved in, that it will, the slow flip and the way that it's designed,
mhm.
you there's no tenants that you really have to be concerned with, no
Got
property
it.
upkeep that you have to be, you are basically the bank, basically.
Mm,
Yes, yes.
I like it.
And
I like it. She said, "You
yeah,
the bank." I like being a bank. I try to. What do? We try to do that in so many things.
yes.
We are
Oh
trying
yeah.
to be the bank in all things.
Yes,
I have
that's
been
right.
told to be the bank.
Yes, yes, yes. So
Well, most people ask how to do that.
as I progress, I will share more.
I was about to say, so most people ask how to do that. Will you be sharing?
Yes, I will.
I hope you'll be sharing on P2G
Yes, I will.
because that is where we do this.
That's
I
right.
love it. I love it.
That's right.
So I don't know. I wanted to, like I was telling everybody, in the beginning, I said New York, we had an earthquake. But
Oh,
notice that we're still doing stuff.
right, right.
Hello. It didn't end the world.
No.
And I'm coming to the end of the week. We're here on our Friday. We have some special things going on. Coming Monday. What happens, ladies? What's happening Monday in America? What's happening that's rare over America?
The eclipse? You mean
I was gonna say,
in
is
the
it
whole
eclipse?
world?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's why.
Well,
Okay.
That's the
the
whole
position.
world.
Well, actually, it's the positioning is a little different because it's the
Different
first time
by state,
in a very
yeah.
long time that certain regions have been able to access. Miss Karen, is it able to be accessed from your region? You're out in California.
In
Are
California,
you guys gonna be able to see it?
you know what? We usually are able to see the eclipses, but I'd have to check that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question: Are there events set up?
Oh, you know what?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Somebody did mention the other day. One of my customers mentioned the other day about the eclipse. But I don't know. I can't recall if there's an event set up or not, but we did speak about the eclipse that is coming. And that means
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
is this Monday, the 11th, coming up.
Yes, it is at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. From what?
Okay.
Look, I'm clocking this bad boy. I ain't kidding.
Right.
It is
No,
so amazing what people
mhm.
are doing around this stuff. Um,
Mm.
my daughter, so sharing with my 26-year-old daughter who has never been around any of this stuff, this phenomenon. Last time I heard about this, I don't know how old everybody is in the room, but I was a kid. I was a child when we had the last eclipse, the first eclipse I ever experienced in my life. So because my daughter's never experienced anything short of nine, and then of what do you call it? The pandemic. That's the only world event in her personal life that she was present for. Myself, I think as we get older, we begin to become more aware of world events and more. I mean, because when I was a kid, and eclipse was this what the adults were excited about. What the whatever. For my grandmother, that eclipse, so my mother, that was like the moon landing. These were the big moments in life. And so that being something that's very rare, It's not common. It's a planetary phenomenon. April 8th. That's what I'm talking about. April 8th. That's the Monday. And that's Monday, correct? Yes, it is. It's the Monday. That's what's up. Hello, Miss Sheila. Hello, Lovey. We got all our black girls coming in the house.
I didn't flip a
Black
calendar. That's
girls.
why I said the 11th, but it's the
It's
8th. Okay.
it is okay, sweetheart.
Okay.
I think we all get it. It's coming Monday, y'all. It's coming
Yeah.
on Monday.
Yes.
Now, the beautiful part about all of this is that we get to become aware or more aware of the world we live in and how really truly connected we are. That's why I asked Miss Karen, can you see it? Because I know I'm learning this opened up a whole new world to the fact that eclipses have been happening. We had an eclipse in early March. Did you all know that? It was a lunar eclipse and it wasn't even complete.
Oh.
Eclipses, they exist often. It's about what you can see.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Isn't it crazy?
It
What's
is.
in our perception, in our view.
Yes. Yes.
You know
That
what
is
that reminds me of?
what? What's that?
Crypto.
Oh, yes.
It reminds me of crypto.
Some people can see it and some people can't.
And it's interesting. These are facts. It's not something that you have to believe in. It's actually it's actually happening. It's
Right.
actually being predicted out from actual telescopes. Information. And now we know how to behave toward it, correct? Because we now have proper education. We're not
Mhm.
going to go blind because we know not to stare straight into it, right?
There you go. I remember
Otherwise,
when I was in elementary school, we had a black paper and we put a little pinhole in the
uh-huh.
construction paper
Go
and we
ahead.
looked through it like that.
So
Hmm.
with that, I was and I don't really have much TV. Y'all know I stream everything. I'm very you know. Thank you, Miss Salty Coffee. She put up a little something to talk about the eclipse. It's important for you to know how to function in every world event, especially things like the eclipse, because you can damage your eyes. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
Looking into an eclipse can damage
Oh,
your eyes,
yes.
and not temporarily. They can do permanent damage to your retinas.
Hmm. Hmm.
So when I was a kid, I remember that little trick. And I was watching the news today after the earthquake talk. I was watching the news today and they were talking about the eclipse and what to do. And they had a specialist there and she brought on a cereal box. And she took the cereal box. She put a little bit of she put some tape on one end, put a pinhole in it, put some white cardboard on the bottom as the box seal. And what you can do to
Use
not
it as
look
a
at
camera.
it, that's what
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about. You
Use
look
it
at it
as
as
a
a
camera.
camera and you look into the box through the open side, which she opened up the other side that didn't have the pinhole in it, and
Hmm.
looking in, having the hole facing the sun,
Hmm.
you could see the eclipse.
Isn't that something? Let me tell you, we did something like that when I was in junior high school. It didn't have anything to do with the clips. We were making a camera.
Look at that.
We were making a camera. And
I
so
love
that's
it.
when you were saying that, I'm like, that's almost like the camera.
Familiar.
We took a Quaker Oat container and made a camera.
Uh-huh. Oh, I
Yeah, and
love it.
that's when we had our own dark room and everything, so it was pretty cool. But yeah,
Also got
that
some news. Guess
what's
what
that?
else?
What's
Right
that?
now, from what I understand, Werby, okay, what is that eye company? The Werby Parker or something like that. Werby Parker Eye Company.
Oh,
They're giving away some glasses. They're giving away free glasses to view, so y'all can get them. They're also available at the library. They're giving away glasses at the libraries.
I
So I
gotta
know
check that out
New
here.
York Public Libraries, check to see in your area if the libraries have the glasses for you, or
Okay.
even some Walmarts might be giving them away so that you can
Oh,
stay safe.
okay.
Guys, this is big business.
Yeah, yeah.
This eclipse is big business. They're
Right.
making drinks. We were watching the video. I was watching the news, and they were talking. They were in someone's business that are making up drinks and food that mimic the theme of the eclipse.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
But that's what we
Sylvie.
do. That's what we do. As humans, that's what we do. And
Yes,
it
we
works.
do.
And
It is a
it's
theme.
fun.
Yes.
It's fun. Yes.
So, as
They
part
say,
of this, to teach my daughter, I want to share with you my 26-year-old, she's gonna be 27 this year. And so to kind of get her in the mood for what it is, we watched a nostalgic movie. I don't know if you guys remember this, but an old movie. I used to watch all kinds of movies. I was born in the 70s. You know, we came up in the 80s with MTV and all of that pop culture.
yep.
And we watched Night of the Comet. I don't know if you all remember that. It was seriously a cult function fiction show
Oh,
where the comet came, turned people to dust, and only a few people were survivors. But it was
oh,
such an event. People had comet ham. It made me realize how much we turn these events into business and how businesses have an opportunity to build on concepts.
right,
It's called branding, my love.
right.
If you have a business, this is your weekend. Go make your money.
There you go. There
Go
you
make
go.
your
It's
money.
like every other holiday, federal holiday, like everything. It's pretty much that. It's a
Yes,
business.
yes.
It's
Yes, it is.
never having anything to do with the reality of it all.
Thank you. I love it. I love
So true.
science. I
So
love
true.
science. I love that it promotes science. You know what I'm saying? No, I get it. I love it. And here we go. We got some responses. I want to make sure we get some people in here. Guys, we have some awesome folks out here. Miss Sheila, she was sharing that it's the April 8th, and they do happen in pairs. And guess what's coming up? We've got a new moon, an eclipse. Mercury is in retrograde. The Devil's Comet is coming, all in April. And two of those occur on the same day. The Devil's Comet and the eclipse are to pass each other. I'm really excited. So much going on celestially, so much happening in the world. And are we prepared? Or at least having a celebration about it? That's what's up. So Miss Karen, I love it. I told her. So by the way, I made sure Miss Karen knew that we wanted her at her business because we're not going to interrupt the flow. You know why? Because we can do this anywhere, y'all, from anywhere.
Yes,
Be
and I
successful.
appreciated that because I am my husband don't gone, honey. I told him just lock me in. I'm a couple of minutes behind you. But it's okay. It's
And thank
okay.
you for joining us.
Oh, most definitely. I'm looking forward for more interaction.
That's right. That
Yes.
is right. So what
Yes.
I'm gonna do, because I know I wish I gave Daz the fee. I should just give this to you. I should just give it to you, lady. I don't know what I'm doing over here. All right, so I'm gonna put it on because I got a video for Jazz's website. We want to make sure you guys know what Jazz's website, so you guys know what's happening and what's coming up. Got it?
That's good. Sounds good.
Go. Here we go. Oh, well, maybe not. I'll fix it. I don't know what I did, Daz. I don't know what I did. That's amazing. Events. You got to forgive me. And I will be at the winners. I will definitely be there. I'm looking forward to getting to going there. I got my tickets. I have today I will have my airline tickets. I'm really excited because I get to fly, y'all.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
Nice.
I get to fly. Thank you. What
Love
does
it.
do? What does do? We're gonna put it up there. Can I put it up there? Is it gonna be on what does do?
Yes,
All
it's
right.
there.
Thank you. Thanks, Miss Coffee.
Salty
Oh,
coffee.
Wanda, can you do me a favor? You're gonna have to pop it up. Unfortunately, I'm in another. I've got my VPN on, and I don't want to cut us off. Ah, thank God. You
Got
got
it?
an amazing website. It's international. Yes. Her
Awesome.
website is international, so it gives us an ability to see it. Okay, hold on a second. So I gotta share the tab because it's just not gonna do what it gotta do. And so when you get there, we're gonna get to whatdasdo.club. We're gonna put this up. I'm gonna put it, y'all see it down here? There we go. And baby
Oh,
girl,
I see. I see.
all right, this is where you get it. So talk to me. Which one of these links am I clicking, mama?
It's gonna be the Winners Tribe experience.
Here?
No,
Lower.
Lower? Here we go.
Right.
All right. So this is how you find it. This is really cool. I love it. I love it. You want to tell us what we're looking at? That's the overview for the website, the Winners Tribe Experience, which is coming in approximately what, 2 weeks? 1 week actually. Ready to go.
We're 2 weeks. We're 2 weeks out. You can use code Colorado to save.
Nice.
All capitals, Colorado. Yeah, and if you click on that, it'll take you to the World Money event site, and you can either attend the whole event, so you can click on the Winners Tribe Experience. You can go to just the NFT showcase in the menu, or you can go to the Enhanced Elevated Experience.
Okay, give me a second. I'm sorry. So these are some of the speakers. Okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to get this up there and it didn't really scroll the way I wanted.
That's it.
There we go. Okay, here we go. The Winners Tribe. This is the actual event. This is the last year's event, correct?
Oh.
Yeah, the pictures are from last year. Mm-hmm.
Networking workshops. This is going to be a 5-day event?
4.
It's 4-day event. Well, I'm staying a little longer, y'all. I'm just saying. I love traveling. My husband and I, we love that.
There you go.
Here we go.
We have 9 speakers this year. So, yeah.
Wow. Okay. The speakers are up. Here we go.
Is there quick question? Will there be a streaming as well where people can pay to watch a streaming or no?
So the streaming will be released through the Bogle app. So there'll be an NFT to be able to access the stream, and that'll be the only way it'll be available.
Okay.
And there's a showcase, from what I understand.
Yes, we're gonna have
I want to see that
showcase, and the winner is gonna win a 5K deal with World Money Entertainment, where their music and branding is gonna be monetized through the blockchain to $5,000.
Oh shoot, that's what's up.
Yeah.
All right now. I got mine. I got 2 out of this already, and I'm pretty sure I got a few more people that I'm gonna be going with. I know at least Daz is coming with me. And I have a couple of folks that I'm working with that's going to be there. So you have an opportunity to pay in many different ways, including what, Miss Lady?
Crypto.
You can also pay in crypto. Ow.
That's
all right. So we walked the talk, we talked the walk, and we done did it today, girls. Let's do it.
Make sure you I want that. Is that in the chat? Her website?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, I'm getting it. Okay,
I will chat. I will send it to you directly, my love, because we want to make sure you get on everything you can.
Okay.
All right. So with much love and just gratitude, we are here.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you, and we love you. Oh, she's trying to get out the store, y'all. Let's let her get home. So once again, we thank you all for being here with us on this beautiful Friday night. And we can't wait to see you next week when we got, here we go. She's going to say bye-bye. There you go, Karen. We're just saying our good nights. She's going to give you a chance to give love. Go ahead, girl.
Oh, yes. This felt so good. I am so glad I made it and was able to spend time with y'all beautiful souls. And let's just continually do what we're doing individually, because we're doing it collectively. And it's for that ripple effect that we all want to see people embrace.
That's right.
As that ripple vibes through them and they become a little bit better. You know, with every ripple, they get a little bit better. Okay, so I appreciate y'all, and it's always peace and love, always, and love and prayers.
All right. Love everybody. Let's get rolling.
Yeah, what's up with it? Do it cause I love it and I stuck with it. We ain't with the subbing in the cut with it. Please, none of the talks, I heard enough of it. Like, what you gonna do? Where you at? Who you with? You ain't really about this, don't talk about it. Really on the move, on the map.